Hi, my name is Giovanna, and I am a student at UNC Chapel Hill. Today I will be giving a presentation on the three languages of Bolivia. I, along with my sister on the left-hand side, were both born in New Jersey, but my mother, seen here in the middle, was born in Bolivia. Does anyone know where Bolivia is located? Bolivia is a country located in the middle of South America. It is also landlocked, meaning it has no access to oceans or seas. In addition, Bolivia also is home to the world's highest capital city, La Paz. A few years ago, I traveled to Bolivia to visit my family. We stayed in one of the capital cities, La Paz, which is pictured here. La Paz is like any other bustling city. Do you notice any similarities between this photograph of La Paz and the cities you know in the United States? In addition to visiting my family and traveling through the capital city of La Paz, I also got to visit the Altiplano region of Bolivia. Are there any details in the landscapes that you notice? You and your classmates might have noted that the area looks dry and cold, and that you notice some fog as well. The Altiplano region is known for being very arid and often has snow-capped mountains. The fog that you see in this photograph, as well as this next one, are actually clouds. Reflecting on my trip, what I was most surprised to learn about Bolivia, aside from the diverse landscapes, was that it does not have one official language. Instead, it has many. During my trip to Bolivia, I visited many cities and spent lots of time with my family. However, what I remember most clearly is learning that Bolivia has three official languages. These three languages are Spanish, Aymara, and Quechua. I was also very surprised to learn that my grandmother spoke all three of these languages, while I only spoke one of them. My grandmother did not live in La Paz, so when I traveled to Bolivia to visit her, I had to travel to Copacabana, her hometown. This is a photograph of Copacabana seen from the hills. To get to Copacabana, Bolivia, you must first take a 2-hour-long bus trip and then cross the Lago Titicaca on a boat similar to this. The three languages I mentioned, Spanish, Aymara, and Quechua, are representative of the cultural exchange that is very apparent in Bolivia's culture, because they all originate from different regions and groups of people. These three languages vary in sound, and I'm going to ask you to participate in a few listening activities during this presentation with me. So that we can all be familiar with the sound of Spanish, we are going to count from 1 to 5 in Spanish together. I'll say it first, and then we can repeat the numbers together. Uno. Repeat after me. Uno. Dos. Repeat after me. Dos. Tres. Repeat after me. Tres. Cuatro. Repeat after me. Cuatro. Cinco. Repeat after me. Cinco. Next, we're going to talk about the Aymara language. The Aymara language, which is also an official language in Bolivia, derives from the Aymara people who lived in the Altiplano region of Bolivia as well as Peru. Does anyone remember how we described the Altiplano region earlier? We mentioned that it was arid, oftentimes had snow, and was very cold. Right now, I'm going to identify the region right here that is known as the Altiplano region and where the Aymara people originate from. The Aymara people lived and worked in the Altiplano region before the Inca civilization. The Inca civilization is most popularly known for this site, also known as Machu Picchu. Unlike Spanish, which is one language, Aymara is built upon a family of languages, meaning that many different variations of Aymara come together to build up the singular Aymara language. We are now going to hear the numbers from 1 to 5 in Aymara and practice repeating them after we hear them. You will be able to identify each number because I will display it on the screen. Maya. Repeat, Maya. Baya. Repeat, Baya. Gimsa. Repeat, Gimsa. Pusi. Repeat, Pusi. Fisca. Repeat, Fisca. The third official language of Bolivia is Quechua. I will explain a little bit more about what this sign is, but for now, I'll tell you that this is Quechua in its written form. The original birthplace of the Quechua language is not known, but what we do know is that Quechua existed at least a few centuries before the rise of the Inca Empire. Do you remember what the Inca Empire is famous for? As I mentioned earlier, the Inca Empire is very well known for the site Machu Picchu, which they built during their civilization. Just as I did with the Spanish numbers and the numbers in Aymara, I will display a picture of each number and then we will practice repeating. Suk. Repeat, Suk. Iskay. Repeat, Iskay. Kimsa. Repeat, Kimsa. Tawa. Repeat, Tawa. Pichqua. Repeat, Pichqua. The three languages in Bolivia, Spanish, Quechua, and Aymara, are popular in everyday culture. So much so that you hear it in music and other celebrations around Bolivia. To close out my presentation on the three languages of Bolivia, I would like to play a short music clip from the band Los Carcas from Bolivia, who sing in the language Quechua. Please listen out. This song is titled Yiyewai Sambita. I hope you enjoyed my presentation and have now learned about the 3 languages of Bolivia. Thank you so much for your time, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me through the Carolina Navigators website by searching for Giovanna. Thanks!